Hello, my name is Samantha Steed and I'm the head teacher here at Kowloon Bay Prep School. We're on the Kellett campus site and we've got the preparatory school behind us and the senior school to the right. This is a new thing for me, the virtual tour. Obviously, it would have been lovely to have you in campus to meet you in person, but we hope that this morning we're going to have the opportunity just to show you around, meet some of the staff and meet some of the children. Obviously, working with children and doing a live tour, anything can happen. Should we cut out, we'll endeavour to get back online as quickly as we can, so stay with us. So off we go. I'm outside the main entrance. This is the second floor, and this is where the children come up the stairs, and in the morning they get dropped off. I'd like to introduce you to our deputy head. This is Mrs. Sarah Lineham.
Hi. Good morning. It's lovely to welcome you to Kowloon Bay Prep. I was just going to show you a little bit about our covered pitch. As Samantha said, when the children arrive, this is their entry and exit point of the day. From here, they take themselves in and they take themselves to their classrooms and get themselves set up for the day. Out here, we have PE lessons, and for our younger students, it's also their play area at break times, and it transforms with lots of outdoor equipment. At the end of the day, this is where the children leave the school from. So if you were doing collection, you would come up and collect the children from here. So a hive of activity over that way. And I think we're now going to move on to the Wellbeing and head into the prep.
Thank you, Sarah. We're practicing at being anchor women here today, so we hope it's coming across well. We are incredibly fortunate here at Kowloon Bay School. We have a wellbeing centre, and we have a counselling service, and we have 3 nurses on site. So we'll pop in now and see if we can meet some of the nurses. Hi. Hello.
Morning. Morning.
So I'd like to introduce you to Nurse Sue, and we have Nurse Delia.
Morning. Hi, this is the Wellbeing Department. We look after both sides of the school, the senior and the prep. Over here we have our bed where the children might lie down, say if they've got a fever or feeling unwell, waiting for mummy and daddy to come pick them up. We've got a bathroom here we can change the children if they have a little accident. Sometimes they don't make it to the bathroom in time. So your children are in good hands here.
Thank you very much. And Nurse Delia, if the parents have got any concerns, and are they able just to come up or to email you or just to ask you some sort of general medical questions?
Yes, actually, if there's any issues, the parents can speak to us and we can try to help them out in the best way we can.
Yeah. So generally, if a child's got maybe a temperature in the morning and the parent doesn't know whether to bring them in, could they give you a call and then just talk it through or drop you an email, or can they pop up?
They need to call us first because of our restrictions at the moment, but we're happy to help them in the best way we can.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, Nurse Sue.
Okay, thank you.
Right, we're going to head now into the prep school. We're going to cut through the nurses' room. So as you see, there are 2 entrances, one from the main foyer and one that comes directly into the school. So here we are in the heart of the school, the atrium. So have a good look around.
As Samantha said, this is the heart of Kowloon Bay Prep. This building was specifically designed that way so that we're one big community. It is bright and light with lots of glass around the classrooms because we want our learning to be visible. Anyone walking around the school can see learning at any time. This atrium area is wonderful for lots of small groups that happen with various different subjects and teachers. It's a great space for getting the learning outside of the classroom where we can spread out, having buddies, sometimes assemblies, a very functional space where we all get to see the fun and learning that goes on. Part of the atrium area is reception's own home, and I'm going to hand you back to Samantha and she's going to show you around the reception area.
Thank you very much. So let's go. Reception, as you can see, has a covered area here and 2 classrooms. Just useful to know that this is where the admin department live. So in here we've got Nikki, who works on our desk, and Joanna. And Joanna's the person that would be picking up your phone calls when you phone up to give us messages. Miss Lineham's office is also there, and I'm also stationed just there, which is really wonderful because we are right in the heart of the school. We get to see the children at play, and let's go and see if we can see any of them today. So I think their topic is Jack and the Beanstalk. Are you working on Jack and the Beanstalk? Where have you been? A little bit shy. Where have you been? Have you been in the castle? They're feeling a bit shy today. Let's go inside the covered area. Hi, Miss Calvert.
Hello.
What are you working on today?
We are just measuring some beanstalks for Jack and the Beanstalk. We're looking at which one's longer and which one is shorter. Aren't we, guys? Putting them in a nice, neat order.
Who can point out the longest one for me? Wow, amazing.
Well done.
Where's the shortest one? Ah,
We're going to use some rulers and our feet to do some more measuring in a moment.
you're going to use your feet? That sounds like good fun.
That's funny.
That is funny. I look forward to seeing that later. So the early years, the age that children join us is after their 4th birthday, and we have 2 classes here with 22 children per class. As you can see, a lot of the work that they do and lots of the activities are in groups. We're very fortunate that we have 2 full-time TAs, so they're also able to support groups as well. What's happening over here, Miss Almadi?
Oh, we are trying to make a leaf soup over here, and it's so yummy. Does it look yummy, children? Oh, goodness me.
You're trying to make a soup.
Yes, leaf soup.
Leaf soup.
A leaf soup.
You're very busy in your mud pie area.
We are, indeed.
So we've got some practice writing. We always try to make sure that the activities are practical, creative, but then there are opportunities for some mark making for those children who are ready to move on to that stage of their learning. And a lot of what we do in reception is strengthening their fine motor skills. Also their gross motor skills, being able to construct and having lots of space for the children to be really active. Let's pop into one of the reception classrooms. Hello. So in the reception classrooms, there are various activities that the children can do. We really try to provide independent learning for our students so that they're not sitting down, that they're busy and that they're active. And then, of course, there are going to be different ability groups. So some children are at different levels of their development. Hello. What's happening over here?
What are we doing? Can you tell Mrs. Steed?
What are you doing, Nandi?
Writing.
What are you writing about, Nandi?
Jack and the Beanstalk.
And what's happening in your story?
What are you going to write? Beanstalk.
You're going to write about the beanstalk. What happens in the Jack and the Beanstalk story? Anna.
Jack takes all the dad's things back to the house.
He does, doesn't he? And what happens to the beanstalk at the end?
What happened? What does Mummy do with the beanstalk?
What happens at...
The mummy chops the beanstalk.
That's right, to stop the giant coming down. Well, I look forward to seeing your writing later. Oh, what are we doing over here? What's happening? What's happening?
Oh, people have to buy flowers, and then we work here. They have to pay for the flowers.
Would I be able to buy some flowers today? Oh, can you say hello?
Hello.
Could I buy some flowers today? Oh, I'd like a blue flower, please.
Okay. Blue flowers are coming. The blue flowers are coming right now.
Fantastic. How much is that going to cost me?
250
Wow.
$1.
$1. Oh, okay. $1. Thank you very much. It's beautiful. You've been very helpful. See you later. Bye-bye. Let's go and have a look in the next door classroom. tell Miss Malcolm, how did you make your beautiful, beautiful man?
Oh, is it a man? What have you made?
A cat.
It's a cat. Can you talk about it?
It has ears and eyes and a face and legs and a tail.
I think it's a fantastic cat. I think this is a box. Is this a box? And where did you get this box from? Over there, that's right, because we've got lots of boxes there that we can make different animals from. Where did you make your cat? Can you remember? Why did you make that cat?
Because it's from the Little Red Hen story.
That's right.
The Little Red Hen, is that your story in this class? Look over there, do you want to show me what's happening?
Make sure you put your name on that. Lovely.
Let's go and have a look. Hello. What are you all doing over here?
I'm making bread. Making a cake.
You're making a cake and making a bread. Why are you making bread and cakes?
Because it's from our story Little Red Hen.
The Little Red Hen, what happens in that story?
He bakes bread and then he asks his friends if they want to eat it, but he's actually tricking them. And then he says, I'm going to eat it by myself.
Really? Oh my goodness, so you need to make lots of bread for that Little Red Hen. You're very, very busy bakers. Hello, how are you?
Good.
You're okay, just saying hello. Hi, how are you? Are you all okay? Wow, it's beautiful paintings that you've done too. Okay. Bye reception, see you later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, have a lovely day.
Red Hen left us some dough.
The Little Red Hen left you some gold.
Dough.
Left you some dough today. Well, when did he come in to do that? Was it in the middle of the night?
He left it on Miss Malcolm's desk.
When Miss Malcolm wasn't looking?
She found it on her desk.
There it is. This is like magic. Wow, and what have you done there, Jemima?
A hen.
You've made a hen. Smell it. Oh, that's yummy. Can I take it with me?
No.
Oh, I'll have to give it back to you. Bye-bye. See you soon. Bye-bye. Bye. Okay, so reception's probably the most wonderful time of a child's education. School is just great fun, but as you can see, they've been able to learn very, very much story structures, what happens in stories, and then have practical activities that are linking their learning. Let's leave reception, and we're going to head over now to our music department.
Hello again. At Kellett, as well as the classroom teachers, our students have specialist lessons. So they receive lessons in music, PE and modern foreign languages, as well as library and, for the older children, art lessons. Our specialist curriculum is designed around a broad and balanced curriculum where children get a lot of hands-on experience and hopefully develop that love of a hobby. It's often crafted around something that's going on. Right now it's Chinese New Year and the children are learning about the Chinese drumming. Let's have a look.
Okay, the really rousing Chinese New Year music going on there. We use the atrium area for small group work. We like to use all of our spaces so that children aren't only taught within the classrooms. This is a phonics lesson going on here with two of our additional needs teachers.
Thank you, Miss Steed. Thank you. He's jumped up and scared him. Well done for spotting our ooh sound. Well done, everybody. Should we put Fred down and show some of your reading now? Should we put Fred down? Okay, let's put Fred down. Let's go put some of your clean words up. Okay, are you ready? Now remember, on my chest then, we're doing our Fred talk, and then when I bring it forward, you're going to blend it. Let's do it together, and... Well done, everybody. Good job. Oh, wonderful blending. Well done.
We'll leave them to their learning. We're going to head over now to our Year 1 classes. Again, Year 1 have 2 forms per year group, and we also have outdoor areas just outside the class here and also in the spaces there. So these children are working with us within a small group. Hi, Neve. Could you tell me what you're working on today?
We're working on, like a poster about fish.
A poster about fish? Wow, why are you working on a poster about fish?
Because we're learning about amazing animals.
Fish are quite amazing, aren't they? And they all live in...
Water.
Water.
We're actually learning about mammals, reptiles, fish, amphibians, and birds.
And have you made all of this yourself using your iPads?
Not yet.
You're just learning, are you? And getting all the information that you need. You're getting all the information that you need.
Yeah.
So this is your research, is it?
Yes.
Can you tell me a little bit about your reptiles research?
Yeah, I'm on here right now.
Oh, tell me a bit about your fish.
We're writing about these facts about fish.
You're writing facts about fish. Fantastic, thank you. Let's head into the class and see what's happening. Hello, Year 1s, how are you? Hello, Year 1s. Hello. Miss Davis, do you want to tell us a little bit about what's happening in here this morning?
Yes, so we are learning to classify animals this morning. So we've got some team work going on. We've got a writer, a researchers, and then we've got artists to make their very own posters. So down here, they're doing mammals, and they're writing all about elephants. So we're doing some really nice teamwork.
So how did you choose which mammals you were going to write about? Did you have the choice, or were you put into groups? What happened? How did you decide which mammal you wanted to be?
I think Nivid was the one who decided.
Ah, Nivid, did you decide? What do you like about elephants?
I liked about elephants, they have a trunk.
They have a trunk. What do they use their trunk for?
Drinking water.
Yeah, so how do they do that? How do they do that? Show me. They suck it up, don't they? They have this amazing ability to suck it up. So you're the writer, I can see. So what's your job?
To write all about them, and then the researcher will tell me about it.
So the researcher gives you the information, and then you're writing it all on here. And you're the artist. Fantastic.
And the artist sticks it on here.
So you're working as a team. Well done, Year 1s. Okay, thank you. Let's go into the other Year 1 class and see what's happening there. Hi, Year 1s, how are you? Ah, hello, what's happening down here?
We are searching about classification animals.
Classification of animals?
Yes. I drew this, and I'm the artist. She's the researcher. I'm not she. I'm the boy. Why are you getting so fast?
John Joe, you're the writer?
Yeah, I'm writing about bats.
About bats? What have you found out about bats?
They have wings like birds, but they're not. They are a mammal. Kind of funny, isn't it?
That is kind of funny.
Yeah, because because birds have fur, but they are a bird. They can fly also. But they're like a mammal, but they're actually not a mammal. They're a bird.
That's really incredible. So bats have wings, but they're not birds. They're mammals. Is that right?
Yes, and birds have wings, but they're not mammals because they lay eggs.
Oh, that's an amazing fact.
Mammals just give birth. They don't lay eggs.
So you are the researcher and you found out all of those facts this morning.
Like us, we're mammals.
We are, aren't we?
We are, because we breathe. And mammals have... Yes, we're not. When we lay eggs, we'll look like...
Well done, everybody. They're doing a fantastic job of researching all about their mammals in this class. As I've said before, the younger children tend to work in groups. As you can see, they're very able to control their own learning. They get the input from the teacher who's able to support. But we try as much as possible for the children to get involved in owning their own learning. Okay. Bye-bye. So we have some more Year 1 children using resources outside of the classroom here. You often see that these are more practical-based activities, so maybe the children who need to have more support from a class assistant and perhaps acting out some of the stories first. At Kellett, we are really keen that the children hold on to their childhood and that they do have opportunities to play whilst they're at school. As much as the academics are a driver in terms of their writing, their maths and their reading, for children to be able to feel their learning and to really understand the context of what it is they're writing about really helps generate their interest and keeps them engaged. So at this point they're just 5 years old and we want them to still enjoy very much coming into school and enjoying their lessons. So we'll head just into Year 2 here. Hi Year 2, you look really busy. What's happening? Who's going to tell me what they're doing? Who's feeling brave?
Stop motion.
Pardon?
We're doing eye stop motion.
What's eye stop motion?
You put the paper down here, and then you try and take pictures, and then it can make a video.
Oh, so it's a bit like making a movie. Yeah. What's your movie about?
It's about the rabbit in the rainbow.
The Rabbit in the Rainbow, is that your class story at the moment?
No. Different people got different ones.
Ah, you made it up? So was this because your class story was a similar story and then you've been asked to create something that's the same?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Great. Well, it looks good. I look forward to seeing your movie. Are you enjoying it? Yeah, great. How's your stop animation going?
Good.
Going well? Yeah. Is it complicated? Yeah, using all your brains. Yeah. Oh, let's have a look. What's happening? Tell me a bit about what you're doing.
We're right here where you like this is my story where the badger is chasing the worms through soils.
Okay, so you've written the story and then fantastic. So you're taking little mini photos for it. Well done, boys. Keep going with that. So I'd like to introduce you to Mrs. Short. Mrs. Short is our Year 2 teacher. She's also head of English. Hi, Mrs. Short.
Hello. Oh, sorry, thank you. So in this English lesson, at Kellett School, with our writing curriculum, we teach English, our writing in 4 parts: explore, scaffold, apply, and final composition. What you're seeing right here in this Year 2 English lesson is the final composition. So here they're publishing their work. The story that they've been doing is based on the novel The Fox and the Star, and they've created their own version, and they're now doing it as an iMotion.
Thank you, Phoebe. We saw some children busy outside, so it'd be great to see their finished movies. Thank you. We're really fortunate to have a super library, so all the children have a library session, and we also have a librarian who will meet now. So we've got Year 5 currently in the library. Let's see what they're up to. Hi Year 5s, what are you up to?
I'm reading a book called Horrid Henry and the Zombie Vampire.
Horrid Henry, and how long will it take you, do you think, to read that book?
Maybe an hour or so.
Do you have a favourite author?
Yeah, my favorite author is J.K. Rowling.
The Harry Potter stories. Yeah, fantastic. Is that the same for you?
No, my favorite writer is probably between the Who Was series and the Who Was series.
I can see the Horowitz books here, Alex Rider. Are they a favourite for you?
They're not actually. I just got a new recommendation.
A new recommendation. Do you know, I had 2 sons and they both really loved the Anthony Horowitz books, so I think you're in for a treat. Good. Okay. I'd like to introduce you to Velina, who's our librarian.
Good morning, welcome to the library. So the library is the heart of the school where we come together and we do things that we love, which is basically connect and share over some good books. And the children come in on a weekly basis. They come in and we learn some library skills. We talk about new books and authors, and we sit and read quietly, and we do story time. And at the end of our session, children are encouraged to browse over books and to borrow for the week. For our Year 5s and 6s, actually, we encourage them to join an ECA that we run called Battle of the Books. Children come in. Battle of the Books is a competition run by the English-speaking schools across Hong Kong, where librarians have curated a list of 20 books that are worthy reads. So children at our school are encouraged to sign up, and they read the 20 books at their own pace. And on a weekly basis, when we meet up, we do all kinds of games and activities, and we have guest speakers and book talks related to the 20 books. Come around Chinese New Year, we do a friendly competition internally where we narrow down to a team of 6 from our campus and 6 from Pak Folam, and that makes up the Kellett team of 12. And we go and who represent Kellett School at the primary Battle of the Books across against all the other schools in Hong Kong. The semifinals happen in May. And the children love it. And it's actually the purpose of Battle of the Books is really to promote reading to be enjoyable, to expose children to new authors and genres, and to build teamwork skills. And that's our library. Thank you for visiting.
Always a pleasure. Thank you. So we've got more readers over here. Let's see. Okay, girls over here. Hattie, tell me a little bit about your favourite sort of reading.
I like to read graphic novels because it tells people's story, but in like a book way, and there's lots of photos to describe how they feel.
So graphic novels, is that more like the cartoons? Maybe have a look.
Yeah, it's kind of like cartoons with lots of different photos to give you like a description about. It basically gives you a description about like where they are and how they feel.
Yeah, I've always thought as a teacher and as a head teacher that we take away pictures out of books a bit too soon, don't we? It's really sometimes quite nice to see how the illustrator would have illustrated a book. And Shannon, what are you reading?
I'm reading this graphic novel called Jackie Haha, and someone recommended this to me, so I thought that I could read this, and it looks really fun. And I normally read like a lot of graphic novels a lot of the time, but I think this is going to be one of my favorites because it just tells so much about what's happening and who's there, and it's just a lot like jokes and some funny parts in there, but also it tells like about like the parents, like how they were when they were younger, so it kind of teaches you like how your parents would live when you're younger.
That's a really great description. So I'm really pleased you're enjoying yours. Anaya, what are you reading? You're busy. I've disturbed you.
I'm reading a historical fiction book. I really like these books because they always like begin with like something good, but then in the middle of them, they start to get a bit like, I don't know how to describe it, kind of
like there's a plot.
Yeah,
the plot is thickening.
Twist. Yeah, and then at the end, it's just a really heartwarming ending.
So do you know the ending of this story already?
This is my first time reading it.
Are they always heartwarming endings?
No, sometimes they end really cruelly.
And then I guess once you've read a whole selection of books, when you're doing your writing, you can follow that same structure, like a really strong opening, and maybe what's the twist or the plot, and then how is it going to all end up.
Yeah, I can do that in my writing because it would really help.
Yeah, fantastic. Okay, I'll see you all later, Year 5. Leave you to your books. Bye, thank you. Bye, Year 5. Bye-bye. Very, very lucky to have a resident artist in school, so our displays are always really, really beautiful. We're heading into spring, so it's lovely to see some flowers on the board. I'm going to hand over to Miss Lineham, who's going to tell you a little bit about the school hall.
Hello. So we're lucky enough to have our own prep hall as well, which is used for assemblies, PE lessons, and most importantly, all of our shows. Every class has the opportunity throughout the year to present an assembly to their peers and to their parents, showcasing what they've been learning, as well as that each year group has a special show that they put on throughout the year. So for the younger children, that is Christmas, Year 3s do Chinese New Year, etc. We find that this is the wonderful way to develop that confidence for life, where children are learning and practicing those public speaking, performing and singing skills. As well as that, there's the school musical, there's choir performances, and there's lots of musical performances as well. So lots of opportunities for the children to showcase all of their skills and talents and develop that wonderful skill. Right, from here we're going to be heading upstairs now to see some of the older children and the rest of the school building.
Touch on the bump, sorry.
This is going to be good because this part's quite quick, isn't it?
Yeah. What time is it?
9:33. Okay.
So we're on our second floor, and we have classes here from years 3 to year 6. Again, children get very, very busy here. Their work is set. iPads are a feature. Each child has their own iPad, and that's provided by the school, but it can go home with the student. So here we've got year 6. They're doing some green screening. Green screening is where the children can be filmed in front of a green screen, and then later they can choose their backgrounds. It looks like they're doing something historical. Let's see if we can find out what's happening. Right, we're just going to come through here. Hello, Miss Boyle. What's happening in year 6 today?
We are in the middle of doing our topic lesson. We're doing evacuees. So today we're looking at propaganda posters, and the children are actually creating their own propaganda posters using the green screen, and then they'll use their editing app to put it all together.
Amazing. So they've
all the costumes on as well.
Okay, can you tell us a little bit about what you've done so far?
Right now we are finding some posters so we can maybe be inspired about, and then we're getting on our costumes to take a green screen photo for our poster. Yeah.
How do you find this type of learning that's sort of more active and busy?
Well, it's a bit busy because we all have to line up to do our costumes, but it's a bit fun because I haven't really used any of these clothes before.
Okay, so Jasmine, what's happening for you? What's your next task?
I have to make a poster. It's I forgot what the name was, but you're supposed to persuade people to do something.
So it's a persuasive poster, and if you're going to be evacuees, what are you persuading other people to do?
It's not exactly being evacuees. It's the job of if you were in charge of a country, what kind of posters would you make to make a positive impact and persuade people to do it, like food rationing.
Okay, so what's yours about?
Mine is about like spreading love.
So spreading love in when times are difficult?
Yep.
A bit like COVID times?
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. So we can see you all getting ready. Who's next? So what background are you going to choose?
Well, I'm going to use this background. Sorry. Let me check. This background.
Oh, amazing. So
it's going to be for like a gossip column.
So explain
Like
what's
for like
happening.
not like that, but so it's trying to stop gossiping. Because in World War II, if you gossiped in public places about what you were going to do, then what your like husband or whatever they're going to do when you receive a letter, there might be kind of a spy who listened to it, like from Germany, that would try to would listen on to what was happening, and then they'll know what to do and attack that where they're going to go.
I understand. So really it's reminding people that to be very careful about what you say, because we don't know who could be listening.
Yeah.
I think it's very good advice. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Let's have a quick look into Year 6 classrooms. Hello, how are you?
Good.
Hi, Year 6, how are you? Usually Year 6 can do better. How are you doing, Year 6? How are you all? You're very busy. Who'd like to explain what you're doing today? Yeah, okay.
We're making posters, like advertisement posters for World War II to make people do things.
To persuade them.
To persuade people. And I'm making one about you should give money to help the armies, because if they don't have enough money, then they can't fight.
So how might they do that? How are you going to persuade people just to give money?
I'm thinking of a slogan, and on my poster I'm gonna have like money in my hand to make and a green screen background.
So you're going to go out and do some green screening as well. Can I see the final one when you've done it? Yeah, thank you. Very busy times in here. Thanks, Mr. Scott. So all the children in school are in house groups as well. So we've got boars, cobras, dolphins and eagles. And we've just recently named our house captain, deputy house captain and sports captain for each group. We have a whole range of house events. Children can accrue house points. The teachers will give out house points for great effort, great inspiration, being a great friend, great academic performance. And then on Fridays we have a special assembly where we collect up all the house points, and the house captains come and collect the trophy if their house has won. And obviously we have lots of sport events as well related to the houses. So next to Year 6, no surprises, is Year 5. Let's have a pop in here. Hi Year 5s, how are you? You're good? Good morning. Hello. This looks very interesting. Alaric, you're going to tell us what's happening. Come over here.
So we're doing irreversible experiments. We're doing changes of we're doing irreversible experiments. Some of them might be reversible and some of them might be irreversible. Like say the first one we did was as you can see from
Do you want to show me?
Candle, yeah. This candle, we were seeing if we could, if it was reversible or irreversible. Can we change it back? So it's a no, because we can't physically put together again, because the wax and this candle can't be put back together.
Okay, did you agree?
Yes, I agree, and on our next experiment, we mix sugar with water to see if it would dissolve, and as you can see, it dissolved.
Why did you do that?
Because we wanted to see if we could change it back to sugar and water, which is not possible.
So you mean you started off with two substances separately, then you've mixed them, and then is it possible to extract the sugar from the water?
Yes. Yeah.
And it's
not possible.
Oh, so you've just stuck with sugary water.
Yeah.
Thank you. Has anybody found anything that is reversible? Yeah.
Not yet.
Oops, sorry. Have you found something that's reversible?
Not yet, but I just wanted to say that, like Alex said, I don't think it's dissolving. Sorry, Joseph said, I don't think it's dissolving. I just think that the water's gone, because in rice, when you put it in water, the white layer goes off, so then rice is basically clear. So I think that's with the sugar.
Oh, okay. So do you know what that layer's called on the rice that comes off?
No.
The starch. Is that the bit? So when you're cooking the rice, then there's another product that's produced. And you think that that's happened in the water experiment as well?
Yes.
This is really great thinking. Great scientists in here. How are you doing, Theo?
Good, thank you.
I'm fine, thanks. Have you found anything that's reversible?
Not yet so far.
Not yet. Anybody?
Well, the candles could be. If you melted them, you couldn't. And I think if you physically took it out or something, you could put it back. I'm not 100% sure though.
Yeah, I was thinking the same, because at home when I've lit a candle, it's gone to liquid. But sometimes when it goes over and then lands maybe onto the side, it goes solid again when it hits something cold.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if actually wax is reversible.
Yeah, because we were doing a thing, we were dipping it in with the pencil, and it stuck to the thing and it got quite hard. Now it's not liquid anymore.
Yeah. So perhaps what Alaric was saying is it's difficult to make it exactly the same shape and put the wick in.
Yeah, and because it feels like the parts that still aren't burnt. I think it is possible, but it's just going to be very, very hard.
Very hard. I think you could do it though, don't you? Yeah. Okay, well enjoy the rest of your experiments. As you can see in Year 5, we have all sorts of different arrangements for sitting, and some children prefer standing. Joshua, do you prefer standing?
Yeah.
Why?
It's a lot easier to write and work because, well, your arm usually has to go like this, but instead you can just put your arm flat.
We really support flexible seating for our students. I think the main reason is children don't like to sit still too long, do you? No, and if you've got the wiggles and you feel like you want to move around whilst you're working, I think that's pretty much okay, yeah? I think when we try to force children to sit down for too long, we get all sorts of movements and wiggles, and it's just better to let them move around, yeah? All right, take care, Year 5s.
You have to come back and see what happens when we try to reverse. You have to come back and see what happens. We're in a learning process at the moment. So at the moment, we're not actually always sure if things are reversible or not. So this is a long-term project where we've set up some experiments we can come back to, and the children can decide once they've observed what's happened. So they're taking records with their iPads, photos, videos, time lapses, so they can look back at those and observe really carefully the changes they've seen.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Barber. I look forward to coming back and seeing the results of all of your experiments. Bye. Okay. I hope you're picking up that we are really, really blessed with wonderful students that really enjoy their school, and also wonderful teachers that really get the best from them. So we're moving now into Year 3. They're having Mandarin lessons. We're just going to pop in and say hi. Hi, Year 3. Ni hao.
Sing a song for the Chinese New Year.
Sorry, Cece?
Hi, ni hao. They are singing the song for the Chinese New Year. This is the MFL class and in the Chinese class. The MFL curriculum is linked with the local community and make the connections with the China, and they learn it in their daily life.
Thank you. Would you like to translate that into Mandarin?
可以。我们呢，中文的课程呢，其实是包括了其他不同的那个单元，再加上我们的那些文化的单元呢。他们现在在学的是新年的单元，所以他们呢现在唱一些新年的歌。
Thank you.
不客气。
谢谢。This is Michael. Michael's one of our Mandarin assistants.
Hi.
It does a fantastic job of supporting. Hello. Hi. Ni hao.
Miss Steed.
How are you? How are you, year 3?
Your work for Miss Steed. 我们在做什么？虎年大吉。新年快乐 ，Mrs. D， 1、2、3，新年快乐，虎年大吉，1、2、3，虎年大吉。
I'd like to say thank you for wishing me Happy New Year blessings. And it's going to be the year of the... And I can see your beautiful designs, year 3. And I love your classroom. Look at all this beautiful work. Have you been learning about rivers and mountains? Changing planets, of course. Brilliant work. See you later. Thank you.
再见。
Thank you. 谢谢。And at the end of the corridor here, we have year 4. So we'll pop in and see year 4, and then we'll move on to the art department, and then we're nearly through. Good morning, year 4. Hi, year 4s, how are you? Okay, so this is Mrs. Marshall, the year 4 teacher. Hi, what are we working on today?
We've been exploring palm oil and the effects it can have on the environment. We've been using Rangtang, which is an advert, to help us. Today we're doing research from lots of different sources. We're using websites, using videos, using text to gather lots of information to write a TED Talk on the effects of palm oil.
A TED Talk, amazing. And you're going to film those TED Talks?
We will, yep.
And publish them?
We will be publishing them as well.
Great. And also you can see, again, the flexible seating. Some children prefer just to work down on cushions. We've got people on round tables, people on standing desks as well. Okay. Who would like to tell me a little bit about what they're doing? Yeah, over here. Okay. What's your palm oil story all about?
Our palm oil story is all about how what is happening to the world because of palm oil, and why is it hurting the environment.
And what have you found out so far?
It's causing deforestation, and Indonesians have to move to different places because the people are cutting down trees for palm oil.
Okay, so what could we do to improve the situation?
We could try not to buy palm oil, products that contain palm oil.
Okay, so could you tell me what I should avoid?
Avoid things like chocolate and shampoo and detergent that includes palm oil.
Oh, okay, so it's really important to look at the ingredients list, because I don't know if I could avoid chocolate altogether, but perhaps I just have to look very carefully to make sure it doesn't have palm oil. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. We'll let you carry on with your work. We also have teaching assistants that work with us as well. Hi, what's happening over here?
Hi, we're watching a video about the effects of palm oil, and so the children are mapping out their ideas and trying to get research on the harms and the effects of palm oil.
Okay. And Rufus, what have you found out so far?
That
mask up.
most of the food has palm oil in, and it's been killing a lot of animals.
Yeah, it's really important, isn't it, that children of your age really understand this, so you can help us adults that maybe didn't know this before. What food do I need to avoid?
Ice cream.
Ice cream? Oh my goodness.
And shampoo.
And shampoo. So it's really important, isn't it, to really think hard about what we use, because the environment's so important, isn't it? I'm glad we've got Year 4 doing all of this brain work for us. Okay, thank you very much. Hi, Alex. Did you want to tell us a little bit about what you're doing?
So, palm oil is found in 50% of the packaged food products in the whole world, and it's found in most of the supermarket. And because they're chopping down lots of the forest to create to get plantations for the palm oil trees, and wildfires are starting, so there are only like 400 Sumatran tigers left in the wild.
So do you help your parents when you go to the supermarket to check on the ingredients?
Not really, because this is the first time learning about palm oil.
Ah, but do you think you might try to change some of the behaviours?
Yes.
Yeah, good stuff. Thank you very much. Okay, Year 4. See you soon. Thank you, Miss Marshall. Okay. Bye-bye. Okay. So this is our art studio here. Hi, how is Mrs. Spaceri and Miss Stern? Do you want to tell us a little bit about what happens here?
We do, thank you. We do every single aspect of art you can probably imagine at Kellett. We are very proud of our curriculum. Historically, it's been a very standalone, important subject in, as part of our whole sort of makeup at Kellett. We believe that it should be a standalone subject in which the children learn really different skills and build on them every year. So we do everything from full printmaking to clay and ceramics, and we have progression through every single area, which is really visible in the children's learning. When we get new children into Kellett, we realise how much ours have actually spent time doing and the value of what we're teaching them. We do a lot of research as well into the mental health benefits of art and how it benefits other areas of the curriculum. And we try to take things cross-curricular in that way rather than kind of pulling on topics and making art a specious part of our work. We do our best to kind of link into festivals and exciting things that are going on around us. And so this is a current setup for Year 2 who've been working on Chinese New Year lion dances, which look a bit like this, but then they've been learning how to blend inks and use resist work this morning. Have another class coming in soon to do that. So they've all done some drawing and working with ink, which is very, very messy, and they've loved every minute. And then they've kind of taken little cards and started doing their own designs today too. We have everything from Year 1 to Year 6 coming in and out of the studio and doing their favourite kind of lesson, they say every week, don't they? They all relax here. Their lessons are longer. We make sure that they have time to kind of chill out and work with a different sort of atmosphere. Everything's very structured, but in a very careful way. They can choose where they sit. They make decisions all the time. They're responsible for their resources. And it's just a lovely, positive part of our curriculum, isn't it? We do. Really enjoy it. Thank you.
Thank you. We look forward to seeing the next set of displays as they go up around the school. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. So we're going to head up now to the sky pitch. We're going to go up through 2 floors, and it may be that we lose signal up there. Please stay with us. We'll be back online within a minute. So off we go. So here we are on the sky pitch. I think we've still got signal, which is amazing. It's coming up to break time, so the children aren't out here, but they will be shortly. I'd like to introduce you to 3 of our PE team. We've got Mr. Wallace, Mrs. Merrens and Mr. Paradise. So I'm going to hand the mic over to you guys.
Well, thank you very much. So just a quick overview of what we do here at Kellett for PE and Sport. We've got obviously outstanding facilities which we utilise in all our lessons. We've got the sky pitch, we've got strength and conditioning suites, we've got the sports hall, gymnastics facilities and equipment. We try and utilise that as whenever we need to in all of our curriculum and extracurricular activities. So we've got our PE lessons where we offer a very varied variety of sports, gymnastics, athletics, swimming, basketball, and we also offer our games where we focus more on our key sports. So we're looking at, for girls, netball. Okay, I think we're short for time, so I'll pass you on to Lottie.
For playtime, the kids are up here for before school playtime and lunchtime. As you can see, they've got all the space they can have in Hong Kong, which is very rare, so they're super lucky. We've got the pitch where they can play football, basketball, rugby, the basketball nets, the netball hoops. We have a great climbing frame behind us, which is also used for during class time if they need to come up and have a run around. We've also got a variety of equipment that they can use that's open to them to come out and make up their own games, or as I said, play football as a class and using. We've also got a quiet area for kids to sit down and read and talk as well. So they've got everything they need in one place.
Hi there, I'm talking a little bit about the Enrichment Program. So the Enrichment Program is varied and full of depth. It links to the co-curricular program, so for sport, drama, art and music. We also have a further extension with coding, construction club, so over sort of 60 clubs throughout the week where the children have the opportunity to, as I say, have an extension of the curriculum and at the same time get lots of breadth and depth within that sort of area as well. And we have a through-school approach to sport, so from year 3 to 13 as well, which is embedded within the curriculum and the extracurricular program here at Kellett. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So that concludes our tour for this morning, and we really appreciate you being here. We hope it's worked for you. As I said at the beginning, it's a first for us, but we just really wanted to demonstrate the range of activities that go on here, and also just the wonderful students that we have, and also the staff who put so much into every day. We really love being here. We really hope to meet you in person, and if you come to Kellett School, you'll get to meet us in person. Thank you to Sarah.
Thank you. That was really lovely to get the opportunity to show you around our school when you can't get into the building. So I hope you enjoyed it.
We've got a few facilities that we haven't been able to show you today, the swimming pool, the gymnasiums down on the ground floor. So there will be a link for you to click on where you'll be able to have a recorded view of those facilities. But we hope to see you soon. So thanks for joining us.